Are you thinking of what business to start? Are you undecided if you should be a franchisee or just start your own business instead? If so, you are in the right place because in this video entitled Business Franchise or Start My Own Business, which is better, you learn how to tell which of the two will bring you a higher chance of business success. Story time. My mentee Jenny is a 36-year-old call center agent. She's married and they have a 7-year-old daughter. Now, she doesn't enjoy her work that much anymore. Moreover, she feels that the long hours she spends on daily public transportation has become very exhausting. She feels that her daughter is growing pretty fast and she wants to spend more time with her before she becomes a teenager. And so, she had been thinking about a good business to start with the little capital that she has. Now, Jenny had been Googling for the perfect franchise business. She found that, unlike years ago, there are now many enticing franchise businesses online. But she has also heard of many people who got scammed by fake franchisors. She also knows that she cannot afford the reputable franchises like Jollibee or McDonald's. And she was scared to gamble on no name franchisors as well. So she thought, what if I start my own business instead? Will that give me a better return for my investment? She'd stay awake late at night searching for answers. But the more information she got, the more she got confused. So little by little, she became very frustrated. It wasn't only about finding the answer, it was also because of the lack of support from her husband. So one day, Jenny stumbled on one of my videos on YouTube and she heard me talk about starting and growing businesses. How many of you here are like Jenny, trying to find the answer but couldn't find one that answers her question directly? Well, deciding that I could help her, Jenny quickly booked a call with me. She told me that despite her excitement to become a business owner, she was also worried about not having enough time to focus on her business. Now, not wanting her to get overwhelmed, I told her, let's discuss your main concern. Which is better for you, to be a franchisee or to start your own business? First, let's define what franchising is and what makes it different from starting your own business. I got this from Investopedia and it says a franchise is a business by which the owner licenses its operations together with its products, branding, and knowledge. And all these are in exchange for a franchise fee and royalties from sales. So, a business franchise already has a system established. What you are paying the franchisor for is a shortcut. You instantly get a business that has proven to work and that you can just plug and play. But when you start your own business, you start from scratch and you create your own system. In other words, you have to go through a lot of trial and error, a lot of research, a lot of thinking. Everything is up to you to make your business work. Now, secondly, let's discuss the two top pros and cons of franchising. Number one, as mentioned, franchising can be less risky because the systems, branding, etc. are already in place, tried and tested. But beware, franchises also fail. So it's not always a sure way to make money and a successful business. And again, as mentioned, not all franchises are created equal. Some are not even real business franchises. They disguise themselves as franchisors, but all they just want is to sell you their equipment or products. So please watch out for them, okay? Now, number two, because everything is in place, all you have to do is to follow their system. When you buy a franchise, you won't have to go through the tedious marketing process of getting your products and brand name recognized by customers. Also, you don't have to waste time and money to perfect your products, find the right packaging, the best equipment and supplies, as well as to teach your employees to help you run the business. Your franchisor is supposed to give you all these in exchange for the franchise fee that you paid and the royalty you will continue to pay them month after month. I hope that's clear to you now. Next, let's talk about the top 3 advantages of starting your own business. Number 1, you don't need hundreds of thousands or even with some franchisors, millions. Yes, you don't need a huge capital to start. There are many success stories of business owners who started their businesses small. Like this millionaire couple who in 2011 started their business with only 20 pesos. They are Rodolfo and Rosiel de Leon. They hit rock bottom when Rodolfo lost his job. And with only 20 pesos left in her wallet, Rosiel thought of selling ice candy in their neighborhood. They earned 300 pesos in profit at first. And 4 years after, by growing their business, they were earning 450,000 pesos a month. Impressive, isn't it? So again, it only means one thing. We don't need millions to start a business. Besides, this is what I want to emphasize. In starting a business, we don't even start by worrying about the capital. Look at this diagram of the Start Your Own Business Pinoy Roadmap. The base or the foundation is your business calling. This is the first step. To have a strong business foundation, we need to know what our business calling is. This will help us know if business is really for us. And if it is so, this will also help us discover the right business that's uniquely ours. As we go up the steps in our triangle, we then get to know who our customers and competitors are so that we can identify what product will help solve our customers' problem better than our competitors out there. Only after that can we compute how much capital we really need. Now, Jenny was relieved when she heard this. I assured her that it was okay to start small, like the De Leon couple. Next, number 2, you are your own boss. This means that you have full control over how you want to run your business. For example, you can choose your employees based on the competencies you need for your business. No one will tell you what you should do or give you orders on how to run your business. Now, this often sounds irresistible and easy when we get to make our own decisions. But it's not always fun being our own boss. Sometimes there are too many decisions we have to make before we will be able to find out what works and what doesn't. And this will take a lot of our time, money, and effort. But at the end of the day, the blessing is that we learn new skills, and these skills will make us more capable and more confident business builders. And this brings us to number 3. Starting your own business is rewarding. Allow me to share with you my experience. After many failed businesses, I found out what my business calling was. What's ironic is that my calling was my first business all along. I didn't know about it back then. Had I known what my calling was, I wouldn't have started one business after the other. Many of those businesses were not aligned with my calling, and therefore I failed. Now, knowing my calling would have saved me and my family from many years of pain. The short version of my story is this. After many years of sleepless nights, heartaches, and insurmountable debt, I was able to overcome all those painful experiences with God's amazing grace. Now, my children are the ones running the business. They have expanded by opening branches in different cities of our country. And more than the additional sales we enjoy from our business expansion, we love it that we are able to provide jobs to hundreds of women. See, it's more rewarding to know that we are serving the community and impacting generations as well. So, before we end today's video, let's have a short review. First, we had a quick run-through of what a business franchise is. Second, we discussed the pros and cons of a business franchise. And lastly, we talked about the 3 top advantages of starting your own business. Whatever your decision is, there's a proven and tested roadmap that can help you start your own business the right way. Now, the last time I heard from Jenny, she finally opened her own dessert business. She's happy with it because her daughter loves to help her there. And Jenny continues to attend classes to improve her skills and her products. This is Mommy N, your Mommy Negosyo, saying, be business-minded, Pinoy.